Two of the most expensive hard baits, the most expensive soft plastic.
Oh, dude, hit on impact. He's not hooked good.
You land that fish, LOJO.
Oh, dude, oh my God. No way, I'm on. No way.
That's a good one too.
No way.
He ate me through the grass mat. What is up, folks? Welcome back to another video. Now, we are kicking it kind of unusual today. We're gonna do a callback on a video that I did on the channel almost 4 years ago. Obviously, we are in Walmart right now, or in the Walmart parking lot, I should say. About 4 years ago on this channel, we did a video where we went into Walmart and we bought the most expensive lures we could find. I think we ended up finding 3. Now, we thought it would be really interesting if we went back in the same Walmart 4 years later and see what the most expensive lures are now. Got Andrew over there. Are you peeing back there?
No,
I thought you were peeing behind that. I was like, dude, you are brave. There are people everywhere in this parking lot. So the goal in today's video is simple. We are gonna go in this Walmart and I'm gonna try to find up to five most expensive fishing lures in Walmart, and then we're gonna take those fishing lures out to a local pond and we will demonstrate whether or not they are worth the money or not by either catching fish or not. It is springtime. That means the big bass are out. They're everywhere. They're up shallow. They're waiting to be caught. So surely the most expensive lures in Walmart would catch fish, right? If you enjoy these old school content videos, make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button. Also, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Now, Walmart doesn't like us filming with this big fancy camera, so it's time to go incognito mode with the cell phone. Andrew, we gotta be quiet. We're incognito. Even though it looks hella suspicious that I'm holding my phone like this, walking. Nothing to see here. Dude, actually, when did this Walmart get 2 fishing aisles?
I have no idea.
Because I have never noticed that, but apparently there are in fact 2 whole aisles with like rods, reels, combos, soft plastics, everything. It's kind of crazy. Now, if I remember correctly, in that video 4 years ago, I was able to find a pack of Senkos. That was one of the lures. A Strike King like topwater walking bait, like a KVD series or something. And then there was like a Yum paddle tail swim bait, or some paddle tail swim bait in like a fancy case. Those were the 3 most expensive lures. That kind of blows my mind that Senkos were among the most expensive lures at that time. I'm really interested to see what it looks like nowadays. The fishing reel section is actually pretty dang stacked. Walmart's kind of notorious for having like a really bare bones fishing reel section. I'm seeing like 5 different name brands, some high quality stuff, $60 reels. Okay, Walmart, I see you trying to get in the fishing game. So how we normally try to do this, we try to get a variety of lures. So for example, we try to get the most expensive plastic, then like the most expensive hard bait or 2, then the most expensive wire baits, and kind of so on and so forth. So in that spirit, let's start with soft plastics. Also, by the way, did you guys know this was a thing? Is Gary Yamamoto Baits now just called Yamamoto Baits? I mean, is that like the new Senko brand, or is this a completely different thing? I don't know. If you guys know the deal on that, you know, since we got Senkos on this original video 4 years ago, it kind of seems relevant that there's now Yamamoto Baits. I don't know what's going on with that. Now, just scanning the soft plastic area, you know, we've got all the zooms, but unfortunately, they're not going to be the most expensive. We've also got some Guggen baits right here, but they're not the most expensive plastic either. Now, there's a couple that are really close. We got these Rage Tails right here for $6.12. There's some more for like $5.96. The Guggens are $5.62, as you can see. The Yamamoto are $5, but I think if my eyeballs are serving me correctly, I think these Rage Tails right here are going to be the most expensive soft plastic. And I've used these before. These little Rage Menace, they're a good little trailer, not bad. Not my favorite, but you know what? It's a challenge. I have a serious question for you guys, and this is no shade at War Eagle, but when the heck did War Eagle spinnerbaits become the most expensive spinnerbaits on the market? I mean, we got the Strike Kings are $6. There's some cheaper ones up here for like $3, but $8 for a War Eagle. I mean, I think these are good spinnerbaits, but geez, man, we're gonna have to get that just because I had no idea War Eagles cost so much. Just so happens this is a beauty, a 3/8 ounce in white. I mean, that thing should work. Now, the hard bait section is where things start to get a little tricky because we have way more options now. I mean, just kind of do like a slow scan here. You guys can see a lot of $9, $8, $11 lures. Quite a few expensive ones over here in the hard bait arena. There's also a $16 A-rig, but I don't know if that counts as a fishing lure because it's actually technically like a lot of things together. So we're gonna let that sit for now. Well, I definitely have a little opportunity to do a little twofer here. So these two, as you guys can see right next to each other, are 2 of the most expensive hard baits. And you got the Guggen Squad clutch right here. You guys already know it's one of my favorite lures of all time. But then right here for $11.56 is the Berkeley Chapo, which is like the plopper style lure. I'm not quite satisfied yet, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a cherry on top of this thing and go ahead and get myself a $9 frog as well. And this is a little KVD Strike King guy. I don't know, it looks kind of interesting, right? Might catch a fish. We got some stinking variety now, Andrew.
That's right.
How do you feel about what we got going on here?
I feel pretty confident, especially in that spinnerbait.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, which one do you think's probably like guaranteed to work?
Spinnerbait. For
Spinnerbait.
Sure. Oh yeah.
I would say the spinnerbait's very high up there of like confidence that I think will work. I think obviously the plastic, anytime you have a plastic that you can Texas rig and flip around, that's a high likelihood. I also think the clutch or the frog, like either one of those, depending on where we go, could be good as well. So we have found the most expensive lures at Walmart. Now it is time, put them to the test. And there's only one way to do that, and that's rig them up and try to fish them in their natural state and see which one gets the most bites, if any of them work. See you guys at the pond. I got to thinking the other day, one of the most expensive things that I wear every day are my sunglasses. And I got to thinking, why is that? Why are sunglasses so expensive these days? I mean, I've paid like $200 or $300 for Costas, for Oakleys, just to get a polarized, good pair of sunglasses. And let's be honest, that's way too much money to spend on something that just sits on your face. But now with Shady Rays, we're not overpaying for sunglasses anymore. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers top-notch quality products for a fraction of the price of the other brands out there. Shady Rays backs every single pair by their lost and broken replacement program. So even if you lose or break your pair on the first day that you get them, Shady Rays will replace them, no questions asked. They also offer a 30-day money back guarantee, so if you're not completely satisfied, you send them back, you get a refund, that's it. And perhaps the coolest part is, you click the link right at the top of the description and use code LOJO at checkout. When you buy one pair, you get a pair for free. That's right, you buy one, get one 100% free. That's a freaking sick deal, guys. Shady Rays makes a bunch of different styles, a bunch of different color combinations, so you can look good, you're gonna feel good because you're not spending that crazy amount of money like you were before. You still get the polarized sunglasses that protect your eyes from the sun. Guys, give Shady Rays a shot. They're awesome. Now it's time to go catch some fish. All right, folks, we made it to the pond. I've got all the lures laid out. I'm kind of thinking, since it's the middle of the day right now still, now we're heading into the evening time, but the middle of the day, I'm thinking topwater frog. There's a ton of grass in this pond, so that's going to be one that we tie on right away. And then, since it's the middle of the day and it's spawning season, I'm going to start with the old rage tail on like a Texas rig. Don't forget to trim your frog, folks. Is that a new yoga pose up there?
Yeah, man. You like that?
Yeah, ultimate balance test. Oh, wow, it's grassy.
Very grassy.
Incredibly grassy. That looks like a bed right there, and there's fry all around it too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's fry all around that.
Yeah, there is. Dang. Well, I gotta throw this frog at this grass line. This whole bank normally fishes pretty good anyways, but you add some grass into the equation. I don't know. Nice.
Dang, boy.
Pre-bird's nest? That's a good way to start your day right there. Oh, another one. Sweet. Braid. Okay. A little slow start. I kind of thought there would be something in that grass, but that's okay. Let's ease our way over here. One thing I can tell you folks about a small pond like this is you got to move slow, keep your eyes open, because take a couple wrong steps and you could spook several fish that could have been caught because you were just getting a little rushed. I like the fact that the whole backside of the pond shaded right now though, because that should mean like in an hour from now half the pond will be shaded, and then 2 hours from now almost the whole thing will be shaded. You know what I mean? Oh shoot, I don't know if that was a fish or what. Jeez, that could have been. There
Dude, no way. Let's go. On the Texas rig.
Big, tiny boy.
Dude, all I had to do was tap you in.
Right.
And we got new life. I'll be gosh
Boom.
darned.
You know me, put me in the game.
What was this out there in the middle?
Yeah, just right out there. Yeah.
In the literal grass thing that's out there, the grass mat.
Barely hit it. I barely even knew he was there.
Barely hit it on the little rage tail. So there you go. We were struggling up to this point. In fact, we were even thinking about leaving and going someplace else. But now that that's happened, the wind's picking up and the evening's rolling in, we might just give this pond a little bit longer.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye, little buddy.
Backflip.
Back to the grass pile from whence you came.
That's
Well,
right.
good job, man. Dude, I had a feeling if I put you in the game,
Appreciate
that you
dude.
would come through. So.
I try my best.
So yeah, I just told Andrew, I was like, dude, pick up that crawl and just start flicking it around over here because there's just like a giant grass mat right underneath the surface out here. And I just thought maybe there'd be fish in it, and turns out there was. My guess is all these fish are spawned out already, or at least a lot of them. So that being the case, they're probably just out here kind of like resting and recuperating from their whole little process. So maybe they're just kind of chilling, but they still got to eat is the thing. What was that?
I feel like you hit some.
What is happening right now? Dude, my drag is completely gone. My drag just quit on me. Freaking Shimano DC, eh? What is happening? I click my spool and there's no drag, but the drag is cinched down. Dude, I just don't even understand what. I'm so confused. I don't like this frog anyways, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna go ahead and deem this one not worth the money. I mean, I'm sorry, I hate to do it to old Strike King, but you know what? For, what was this thing, $9? Yeah, that ain't it. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. And my drag is completely fixed, by the way. That's just the weirdest thing. I think I'm gonna have better luck with that Chapo right now anyways. I'll be able to bomb it out there a little bit further, get it to the other side of the pond where it's shady. Oh, there's a little bass right there. He's worth trying to catch. What do you think, buddy? Oh, he's looking at my frog, Andrew. He's looking at it. He's nosing it. Oh, he's underneath it. He literally nipped at it. I've never seen a bass come that close to eating a frog and not do it. All right, Mr. Chapo. Let's just whip him out over here just to see if that bass is home. Let's see what this thing looks like in the water. I don't know if I've ever used Berkeley Chapo. Looks like a plopper. Nothing fancy. Don't need anything fancy. Just need a good plop. Oh, dude, oh my God, it's a good one too. Oh, you gotta be joking me. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a good size one. Look at that. And look at that eat right there. Oh,
That was awesome, dude.
Dude, he was right by that barrel. He may have been in the barrel.
He probably was,
He
man.
may have been in the barrel.
Dude, that's a good bass, man.
Dude.
Dude.
Dude, the freaking Chapo.
Let's go, dude.
That's one of the biggest fish I've ever caught out of this pond. Solid 3 and some change, maybe a pushing 3.5. What a beauty, man. Freaking topwater explosion. Don't do it, girl. Look at that, she's probably spawned out. I'm gonna go ahead and put her back. What a freaking explosion. Yeah, the tail is all bloodied up right there.
Yep.
Toss her back. Oh, man. What a fish, man.
Heck yeah, dude.
Jeez, that scared the ever-loving you-know-what out of me.
Same.
Because I'm over here, like I'd already made a cast trying to catch that last bass that I saw. That just happened out of nowhere. Was not expecting it. It was right in front of me. Never saw the bass. Well, the drag luckily worked right there. Okay, so this pond is in fact still alive, and they prefer the Chapo to the frog. I think we can say that as a fact. Well, now I really want to get on the dock so I can like chuck this thing across the pond, like to where it's shady, you know? I think while we're at it, we need to go ahead and get a new lure on the other combo. You know what I mean? Because we're kind of checking them off. I mean, this is not a slam per se, but if you can catch fish on multiple lures in a video like this, it's all the better. Let's get Andrew rigged up something different on his combo. I'm gonna keep throwing the Chapo. Okay, pond, I see you. All right, that's what she looks like out of the package right there. It's actually a pretty dang good looking spinnerbait, gotta be honest with you. We decided to go with the spinnerbait because that crankbait's not gonna be ideal when you're working with this level of grass, because all that you can see right here, there's like 5 or 10 times as much out there.
Oh, oh, we're on, baby. Oh, I think he let go. He may have never even had it. I wasn't looking for that one either, man. They keep hitting me when I least expect it.
I was finally able to cast like far enough to get over to the other side. I almost spooled myself in the process. Yeah, I'm pretty close. Dude, that felt like a good hit too, man.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
I wasn't even reeling it either. I was just doing what I'm doing right now. Take out the slack and then just pick up on your rod tip. And it just makes it kind of go and then stop. I found that with these plopper style lures, if you're not just getting destroyed when you're straight retrieving it, this is a way to like really get those bites. I'm starting to believe, you know, you can say it all you want. Oh yeah, we're gonna catch a good one, it's gonna be a good day. But now I'm starting to believe it.
Oh, dude, hit on impact. Didn't even see the fish bite. There was one just sitting in the back of that corner. Like we were talking about earlier, how there's always one in the corner. That's why I stopped way short. Dude, another decent one too. Like a healthy bass. Come on, buddy. Yes, yes, sling those trebles, son.
Oh, he slung it out.
Nice.
Thank you, sir. Dude, the Chapo is putting in work. I cannot believe it. This pond has like turned on in a matter of 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's the shade, man. Like if you look at the pond now, there's so much more shade than when we started. Kind of a skinnier fish, but beautiful colors, big old fin. He might be somebody one day. We'll put you back down with this fry, buddy. It's probably not your fry, but... So the Chapo gets the full endorsement at this point.
Dang, man, they like this thing. It literally just hit the water and got inhaled. Yeah, see, this is the area we haven't really been able to explore that much. This whole back side right here. Oh, there, yeah, he missed it, he missed it, he missed it. Oh, something just hit it again. Oh, that was like a bluegill or something. So got hit by a bass, knocked up in the air, drugged down below, didn't get it, twitched it. Bluegill came and hit it. They love this lure in this pond. We'll have to take a mental note of that. Dude, I knew there was a bass back there. There has to be. It's like a little pocket that you just can't reach from that side. And you can't walk over here and fish it. So it's like this hidden pocket. Well, I'm putting that chopper down, Chapo, unfortunately, because the drag system has just failed me, but gives us a good opportunity to throw this spinnerbait around, and it feels freaking hefty in my hand. It feels like it's super tough, like durable. And we haven't thrown this thing yet over here. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that vibration. That thing is thumping. That's the cool thing about spinnerbaits. I mean, they work very well in grassy ponds. They just tend to come through a little bit better than everything else. Thing puts off an insane amount of flash. This was the one that I was shocked the most with the price. Like, I didn't know War Eagles were that expensive. For some reason, I had it in my mind the War Eagles were like the super cheap spinnerbait. Not saying cheap as in like not good. I just meant I thought they were pretty inexpensive, but turns out not in Wally World. I might put that crankbait on and like throw it out there in the grass, let it get stuck on purpose and like rip it through. Yeah. Well, especially like now that we're actually applying pressure to the pond and we're catching fish, like now you might have to get creative to get bites. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just put my money where my mouth is. I claim that you can do the whole grass thing, but let's see if we can actually prove it. Well, we know our heaviest concentration of grass is out here in front of the dock. So let's go ahead and send him out there. Now I'm gonna let him sink because I want him to get in that grass. Let's just give him some pulls like this. Oh, he's vibrating real good. That's not the good grass. Oh, that's not where we wanted it. No way. I'm on. No way.
That's a good one too.
No way.
He ate me through the grass mat. Dude. Like I landed on top of the grass mat and he ate me through it.
Dude. Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, he's not hooked very good. He's not hooked very good.
Fish, LOJO?
He's not hooked good.
Did you land that fish, LOJO?
Oh,
All over the dock.
Yes. No way, look how much salad he's got.
Wow, he was in there, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even a good cast. It was way too far in the grass. Oh, he was barely hooked. He had one treble in his top lip. Side salad with him.
Heck yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh. What was I saying about the grass though? I'm telling you,
that, man.
There's something about this lure and grass where even when it does it, it's like it's not supposed to work, it still does. That was so sick. I'm gonna give you the respectful release that you deserve, buddy. I just hope there's not an alligator underneath this dock. Are you ready? Yeah, you ready. That's not even how I thought it was gonna go down. That's not the grassy bass that I was looking for. Man, that bass was just sitting there tucked up underneath the very edge of the grass. So like this right here, I hit basically that. And so I thought, oh dang, bad cast. So I start just ripping it in and he ate it through that. So like it hit, must have just barely gone through and he was just sitting there with a mouth open, ready to consume. Getting back in there.
Let's go, dude.
God, that's where they all are too. They're like way over there because that's the one place we weren't able to previously get. They're all basically from that little point where that barrel is all the way to this little tree, which is as far as we can cast from over there. They're in this little 30-degree window. This has been the first bait we've been able to get over there. All right, folks, we're gonna call it a day right here, right now. That was so much dang fun. Kicking it old school with these OG type videos, stuff that we used to do on the channel back when times were simple. I like running those kinds of videos back. So if you guys like watching them, make sure you let me know. So a quick summary. I liked all of those lures except for the frog. Was not a big fan of the frog, not just because it didn't get any bites. That has nothing to do with it. It's because of its action. It sank a lot, which is like a pet peeve of mine with frogs. When they sink right away, even when they're not full of water, like you just squeeze them out, you go to cast them again, you start working them, they start dipping under the water. That just ticks me off. So I was not a fan of the frog, but the rest of the lures, I give them all thumbs up. They did what they were supposed to do. Spinnerbait didn't catch a fish, but I think it would have had we put more time in. But it got bit a couple of times, but it didn't catch a fish, but I loved the action. So I'd say all in all, if you're gonna try to buy some quote unquote premium lures from a place like Walmart, I would give 4 out of those 5 a high recommendation. And I would give that frog a big fat. Guys, make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button if you like these videos. Make sure you're subscribing so you guys don't miss giveaways. If you don't know, when I buy stuff like this, lots of times I give it away at a later date. So make sure you're subscribed. That's the best way to get in on these giveaways. What's your favorite lure from Walmart or your favorite expensive lure or anything like that? Let me know in the comment section. I'll be glad to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We are out of here. On to the next time. See you later.